Hello. Hey everyone, thank you very much for joining. We'll get started in a bit. Take it easy. Thank you very much for joining. Shout out to everyone who's in the chat so far. I got Jet Snail, I got Mima, I got Cosmix, I got Darian Plays. Is that Earn? I can't tell if it is. Nick, we're so back, baby. Indeed we are. What up, dog? What up, man? Hello. We'll get started in a bit. Dusk. Hello, Dusk. Oh, good to see you guys. Hello. It's been a minute. We'll get started in about 2 minutes. I'm just letting some more people just join in, but appreciate you if you're here. Appreciate you here. I'm gonna spam some hearts right here, baby. Trying to 100% Cuphead, and the B-Boss is about to make me jump off a cliff, bro. You're gonna jump? This brew jumping. All right, we'll get started in a bit. See you in a second. Right. Okay. What's up, baby? Hello. Welcome, everyone, to another YEZB stream with your host, Young YEZB. It's been a minute, man. It's been a hot minute. Thank you very much for being in the chat. Thank you very much for waiting. If you've been in the Discord this entire time, waiting for the next stream announcement, I appreciate you so very much. Thank you. This is a new season. This is a whole new, honestly, a whole new brand for me. What up, Darian? What up, dog? What up? This is a whole new brand for me. I got a new loading screen in the back. I got a nice little turn off green screen. Me want to see. Oh, you want to see the new place? I got you. See, look. Not only do I have to I can move around so much now. I have so much space now. It's actually insane. Hold on, 1 second. Yeah, baby. There's a lot more space here. Of course, I'm not gonna be the streamer with the bed in the background or anything, but we got space, man. We got space, and this is a whole new environment. What about the doggo, bro? Doggo is here and there. They'll be here and there. You know what I mean? Money moves. Thank you, Nick. Look at that little nightstand right there. Oh, look at the Furio. Look at the dog gnome right there, man. Oh, crazy. Thank you very much, everyone, for supporting the channel. It really does mean a lot. If you've been rocking with me since I was in the closet, since I was stuck in the closet, as they say, and doubly so if you were there for the small space that I was in. So I'm very happy. I have been dying to stream for the past month. Not just because I haven't been putting out any stream content doesn't mean that I have not been wanting to stream. I have desperately been wanting to stream. It's been literally days where I'm just writhing in bed, just back and forth, just going I need to stream. But here I am, finally. I know it's a little late, 9-10 p.m. on the West Coast, so obviously, some homies are asleep and stuff like that. But that being said, I wanted to at least get something out there. I just wanted to get something out there, man. This is my 1-year membership exactly today, I think. Cosmix, thank you very much for supporting the channel, man. I appreciate that. Now he sleeps there at your old room. Cosmix is in your closet no more, man. I got a bigger closet for Cosmix to stick himself in. So we're good, man. We're good. This is obviously my first time streaming. I did do a couple of test streams, private test streams, and private recordings and stuff like that. So I think everything should be good. Wi-Fi wise, the internet connection has been pretty awesome. I don't even need to be connected to Ethernet or anything. That's how good the Wi-Fi is at this place. And I also have a lot more space, and it's all wooden floor. It's not carpet or anything. So if there is an echo and it is bothersome, please let me know. I run a professional setup here, man. I don't do any of those amateur baby shit, you know, where I'm just like, you know, I'm like Aiden Ross. I clap my hands, and then like it just all becomes reverberating for like eons and eons. Your floor was cardboard? Did I say cardboard? I meant carpet. My bad. My floor was carpet. Although I guess I could be a little like a homeless streamer that's like streaming on a carpet. That's kind of awesome, actually. More power to displaced people. Anyway, you might notice a couple of new assets. I got the Deltarune scrolling background right here. I think it looks good. And to go with that, I have the chat laid out as though it's like, you know, the battle text menu and stuff like that. Something that I'm personally proud of is this new little logo that I got right here. I think it looks pretty slick. I want to say thank you to Super Hyper Red for the previous iteration of the logo. But this one is all mine, and I kind of fucking killed it with this, honestly. I think that's a really good logo. But if you notice the little chompster, as Angel is pointing out, we have a new chompster. It's not Chomik. This is the legally distinct Chomik. I got chompster right here. And this is a special customized sprite that I commissioned an artist off of Twitter for. And I would love to give them a shout out. So here's the Elgato. Let me see if I could just put that right around. Let me see. There you go. Perfect. This mix always goes hard, dude. Loved it. I want to give a shout out to this artist on Twitter, Pizzazzle. I actually came across them on TikTok. But you can commission them for pixel art and for other types of art. I have their Patreon right here. You could commission them for $10 for a character sprite right here. Very good stuff. Oh, this one is amazing. I really like that one right here, man. You can also commission them for any icon that you want, whether it's based off a video game or a special thing, or for $25, large sprite of any character that you'd like. And I think that they are very talented. And I think they did our boy Chompster justice, man. We see so many Chompsters, but where's my boy Chomik? No longer. Chomik, if he ever returns, we will greet him with open arms and stuff. You know what I mean? But in any case, everyone, minimalistic rebrand like the multi-millionaire companies. Is it like that minimalist? I think that the way that I had it before was even more minimalist. If I'm being honest, let me see. Let me pull up the channel and see if it's more minimalist now or then. Because I had like some stars going on in the background, but other than that, that was barely anything. If I'm being honest, let me see. Because there you go. That was great though. That was awesome. Let me see. What did I have before? I think there was a little bit more going on, but I don't think that meant that it was more maximalist or that I became minimalist. I feel like if anything, I reduced the number of space that was going on right here, right? Yeah, this is way too much. This looks like a damn sneaker box, if anything. So I'm chilling with this one right here. I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. I'm very fine with this. It is absolutely. But I'm not the only. I am not the only YouTuber to have come back. Apparently, there is a legend that walks among us that has returned today with a legendary video. You might know them. For being the biggest Sonic fan. Oh, coming up for 2 years, baby. Wow. Thank you, Nick. Dude, 2 years is kind of nuts. Thank you. Chomik is dead. You got to move on, bro. Exactly. This music is oddly intense for a new setup. What do you mean? This one right here? You think that's intense? Here, let me put on something more suitable for you. There you go. New season of YEZB, dude. New season of YEZB. Why Sleepy B? You gotta tune it down. I got you. Turn it down. All right, hold on. There you go. I got you. This is what the meta has become now. The meta has become just YEZB sleep. Hello. Seems like you had a really long day. I'm here to help you relax. And with me is our boy Chompster right here, already drifting to sleep. Turn it down more. I got you. There you go. I hope that is quiet enough for you. And I hope that you're resting well. I know you had a really long day. It's okay. It's alright. Nothing will hurt you now. Nothing will hurt you. All right. I'm getting a Switch 2 for Christmas. Nice, dude. Oh, you know what? Dusk, have you seen any of the newly released Steam hardware? That actually looks really cool. That looks really, really cool. I'm super down for those that want to get the Gabe Cube, as they're calling it. Especially if you don't have like a Steam Deck yet, or if you are in the market for a PC but don't necessarily have like the means for it. The Gabe Cube, dude, it looks awesome. Forgot that Christmas existed. How could you, dude? Might get the frame. The frame looks kind of nuts too. I kind of want to pull up some videos on it. The frame looks nuts because apparently people are reporting that it's less than £1. I'm not someone that's like super into any VR. I never really found the use for it because a lot of the games that I play just don't require it. But that being said, if like they're developing software that could be very useful and could be fully experienced via VR, I'm all for it, dude. There's new Steam hardware? Yeah, dude. I want to play Gmod, but I don't know what add-ons to install. You're asking the wrong person, dude. Nick, were you a Gmod guy? I never played any Gmod growing up, honestly. But yeah, let me pull it up. It's just a cube. Let me see. Steam machine trailer. Steam hardware announcement. I kind of want to watch Linus Tech Tips video on it. I've been saving that. Yeah, let me see. 14 minutes. Let's see. Hey, Monofet, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. But I never figured out how to get the right textures. I see. All right, so here's Linus's time with the Gabe Cube.
Valve dropped 3 absolute bombs today. The Steam Frame standalone VR headset, that's gonna have to be a separate video. But this one focusing on the new Steam Machine, and yes, the wait is finally over, the 2026 edition Steam controller. Let's start with a little history.
That controller is kind of ugly as sin, I'm not gonna lie. That, like, I have never fucked with any Steam controller, ever. The original, this is a step up from the original, but only because there's like, it seems that there is actual tactile function to it. Compared to like what the Steam controller was before. In case if you haven't seen it before, I'm sure that some of you haven't. Steam Control Original. I pinged you in anything? Excellent. Doing art stuff, but did Swampert today. Dude, awesome. Excellent stuff. Yeah, like, look at that. It's just, ugh. That is horrifying. That is absolutely horrifying. This looks better, and it does seem that there will be more function for it. It seems that they just took whatever worked for the Steam Deck itself and just like compacted it. I don't know if I want that though. Go background good. Thank you. That is worse. That is worse. This one, yeah, definitely. New Steam controller seems great as a Steam Deck user. I love it. I could see this being like if you have a Steam Deck and you want to upgrade to a Steam machine, right? But you don't have like experience like with much more PC hardware. I could see this being like a good evolution on that, like a good next step for it, right? But if you're just like a regular PC gamer, or if you just wanted to get another controller for more peripheral use, I don't know, man. The fact that it is magnetic and thus is not as prone to drifting is kind of cool, but I don't know, like, I'm still not fucking with the design that much. I never seen a controller with baggy pants. No, it does look like it has baggy pants. It looks like it has like pockets, dude. It looks like it has pockets. Well, I mean, I guess it's not as bad as like the Nintendo Switch. The let me see. This grip right here, it looks like a dog. No, I prefer the dog over the pants. This is at least very adorable. It's a popsicle dog rather than baggy pants from Steam. I won't be getting a Steam machine because I want to build my own PC. Fair enough. Although that being said, you know, if you're in a pinch, I don't think that the Steam machine is a bad deal. I don't think it's a bad deal, honestly.
Edition Steam controller. Let's start with a little history. Over 10 years ago, Valve announced their first version of SteamOS, a Linux-based operating system that would free gamers from the shackles of Microsoft Windows. No, it was a total commercial flop. But instead of giving up on Steam machines, Valve
I definitely
doubled
would not
down.
use it over an Xbox controller, but it looks okay. How much is it? I don't think they've released any price points for anything yet.
Working with game developers on Linux native ports of their games, and with open source developers on the Proton compatibility layer that makes their Steam Deck handheld out of the box compatible with thousands of Steam games, even ones that only ever shipped on Windows. The Steam Deck is believed to have sold millions of units at this point, and no wonder given its great balance of solid gaming and
I have a skateboard coming in tomorrow. Nice. You got a picture of the deck? I like Crossroads ever since I got it. Nice, dude. Who are you maining?
Certain limitations and left gamers hungry for something more substantial.
I'm gonna skip a little bit. I'm gonna
here
go
it is.
to the.
I'm calling it the lunchbox. One, because it's
Did they have Steam Machine and Steam Controller? I want to go to the machine itself real quick.
in what has become typical Valve fashion. They've been atypical.
This is a beautiful design. As ugly as the Steam Controller is, the design here, they absolutely killed it. It literally looks like a classic, like little PC little deck right here that you just like, you know, have in an office space and stuff. And it looks really tiny. It honestly looks like it could be like this big right here, like maybe this slightly smaller than the size of my head. Which I have the PS5 like right here next to me. That thing is like almost as big as my PC chassis. I am not a fan of the direction of consoles becoming bigger and bigger. It's not what I'm about. But I am all for a very compact design that is, maybe a little bit more minimal, but it is very charming. It has a charm to it, similar to what the GameCube had, which, and I guess in all honesty, other than the handle, is also kind of like a basic console design, right? Like here, let me pull up a picture of the GameCube real quick. Let's see, GameCube. This is not like that complicated a design. Like it is very retro. It is pretty iconic, even though it didn't sell all that well. But it is kind of like a minimal design if you were to just get rid of the like little lunchbox like handle right here. And honestly, I think that the GameCube, I keep calling it the GameCube, the Steam Machine kind of is accomplishing that. But now that I look at it, the Wavebird also kind of looks like the Steam controller, low key. What did they? Wait, what did they actually took a lot more inspiration from the GameCube than we give them credit for? This does look quite a bit like it is the Steam controller. Missed opportunity to call it the Steam Engine. Steam Engine doesn't. That sounds more of a software though. But honestly, I wouldn't be mad. I eat the GameCube. True. Taller GameCube. Tungsten cube design. Nice. You could 3D print a crafting table over it. Can you? What I will say is that I do like the fact that you can like replace the front panel a little bit. That kind of reminds me of like the skins that the GameCube had, like over the console itself.
The new Steam Machine, giving us direct access.
But it'd be cool. It would be very, very cool if you could like 3D print your own or something like that.
To the engineering folks who worked on these devices. The only thing I didn't have today was time, so we're going to get through this as fast as we can. At the heart of the Steam Machine is a 6-core AMD Zen 4-based CPU that turbos up to 4.8 GHz with 16 gigs of RAM and an 8 gig GPU that they compared to.
That's really good specs. That is very, very good specs.
To a 7600 XT-ish, but they were also quick to point out that it might not be apples to apples thanks to their custom software stack and power tuning. Basically, the goal was that pretty much anything on Steam should run at 4K 60 FPS if you're willing to turn down the details and use a little bit of FSR upscaling. And we saw that on display with Cyberpunk in the demo room at these settings. Valve says to expect about 6 times the performance of the Steam Deck. Now, I was a little surprised to not see an SoC with shared memory, but apparently the decision to go for discrete CPU and GPU came down to balancing cost, power, size, and performance. And
Atari 2600 wood covering. I did like that front panel. That front panel looked slick. Here, what was it? Where was it? I want to keep it up again. I'm going to put it up again.
And just like the on basic might to a
that panel is sick. Also, apparently the little light strip that it has right here is also customizable. So you could like basically program it to emit any color, and I think that it's also used as kind of like a loading icon as well. So when you're like downloading a game, it should show. It should appear right here.
XT-ish.
Let's see.
Gravy, this thing is compact.
Let's just sell stickers for it. Oh, that'd be so cute. Yeah. I mean, I guess nothing stops you from like putting stickers on a console per se, or like the chassis of your PC, but I do like that. I do like the concept of it being super customizable.
Can't call it HDMI 2.1. Also at the back, we have a large...
You know what? I wonder how easy would it be to just upgrade parts for it? Like, it is a very compact chassis, and it does like not look that easy to replace. But I wonder if you could get like more mileage out of it with like incremental upgrades. I remember for the Switch 1 or 2, I forget. I think it might have been for the Switch 1. When there were like when it was called the NX, I believe that people were like speculating based on certain patents that Nintendo had filed that there would be like upgradable parts to it. Like not only would you be able to like just buy the console, but like Nintendo could possibly send you like or not send you, sell you like an upgradable like graphics card or CPU for the Switch. I think it's still a patent, but I don't think that I don't know when they would ever like release something like that. It sounds like a terrible business model. But that being said, I do wonder if it's possible to like upgrade it. That'd be not a bad idea. You could probably paint it. Oh, that'd be nice.
120
that would be
millimeter
nice.
cooling fan that draws air from both the intake on the bottom that comes up through the power supply, as well as the large heatsink on the front. We're gonna crack this thing fully open in a sec, but first I wanna talk about the Steam controller.
All right, I already mentioned the Steam controller, Steam Puck. Let me see. How much is it? I don't think that it's out. Let me see.
Who got naked while we were busy? Oh, you. While Valve's goal was to build something that is zero hassle, grab and game for the non-tinkerers, they really were laser focused on a console-like experience with quick suspend and resume and modern standby so that your games are already updated when you sit down to play. They also fully acknowledge that there are folks out there, guilty, who are tinkerers, and they've come up with an ingenious design for this thing that allows it to cater to both audiences. In advance, no, you're not going to be swapping out the BGA soldered processors.
Oh, well.
But what you can do is upgrade the storage with next to no hassle to a 2230 or larger 2280 sized M.2 drive. And while we couldn't go that deep today, Valve also confirmed that the memory uses standard SODIMM slots.
Oh, okay.
Finally, while Valve
does
hasn't
anything but make
told
games.
iFixit that this product is coming yet,
Yes
they
and
did
no.
say that they're hoping to continue
When they release
their
a game, it's
partnership
usually
that
a
they've had on the
banger.
Steam Deck, making replacement parts
And
available
also,
for
they do a
end
lot
users.
for the gaming
Awesome.
industry. I think that this is
Since
like
we're in
a
here, by the way,
super
there's
big
some
positive for just the like economics of the gaming industry right now. To shake up the competition to where it needs to be. Like a lot of people are saying that Microsoft is like basically dead, shot dead in the Bronx because of this announcement. But I genuinely think that it could like push for more innovation from all the companies out there.
Really cool details that I'd love
I want to check out
highlight.
the Steam
The
frame
power supply,
real quick.
for one
I
thing,
wonder if
is
he has
fully
a.
integrated to the point where it's actually part of the chassis.
Does he have a video on it? Every other VR headset is obsolete now.
Everyone knows.
Let me see. What is the frame headset? Let me see. Let me go with maybe here.
Or if you're really lucky, you may be
Steam is a fundamental shift for Valve.
Valve might learn to count to 3 when the Steam machine releases. True. People are saying that Half-Life 3 might launch with something like this, and I think I heard that Steam or Valve released a press statement saying that there are no active games in development right now. That could be japes, that could be lies. But that being said, I would be very interested to see if they were to release any sort of first-party software to launch with the Cube or with the frame. I would be so down if Half-Life 3 was like basically just Half-Life Alyx, but souped up, for like an actual sequel for Half-Life. It'd be really, really cool. Imagine Half-Life 3 is the launch title. That would be great. But again, they say that there's nothing in active development right now. I wonder if we'll ever get Team Fortress 3. That could be also something very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let me see.
Rather than being an accessory for your gaming PC, it's meant to be a standalone device that can also be enjoyed alongside your PC using wireless streaming for VR.
That
which
is
sounds
awesome.
Horrible, but somehow it's not. Let's take a closer look at the hardware. Then we can talk about how they did it. The headset that I'm holding is actually made up of multiple components. The core module contains the actual computer.
I feel like TF3 would be
under
redundant since Valve
190
made Deadlock
grams.
recently. True,
And
very
next
true.
Is an audio module that can be detached with 3 clips under the foam gasket. Then there's the
TF3 is still would be a welcome addition though.
positioned at the back to help counterbalance the device, improving comfort, and also to make it a little bit easier to cable manage if you wanted to have an external battery pack. The optics are, simply put, flipping incredible. Like other leading headsets, they're using pancake lenses, but unlike some other headsets that use pancake lenses, there was
YEZB
very
revamp.
little
Yes,
in the way
sir.
of
What up,
internal
Sorensen? Good to
reflection
see you, my
visible
boy.
in
Welcome,
the
welcome.
demo applications that I use today.
Nice glasses.
It is
Thank you. I
possible
appreciate
that
it.
With brighter light sources, it could show up a bit more, but that's going
How
to be
you doing,
something
man?
that
It's
I'll
good to
have to
see you,
save
man.
for the full review. What I can tell you is that under each lens is a 2160 by 2160 LCD display.
Okay, so people were taking issue with LCD screens. I am not that opposed to it, if only because my experience with this LCD screen has been very, very good. I really enjoy playing the Switch 2 on handheld mode, and that's because the screen looks very, very good. So honestly, I feel like the technology for LCD screens have like kind of come a long way. It's not just kind of like, very, very cheap glass anymore. Of course, not down for something better than LCD, obviously. But there's some OLED screens that I've seen that are just kind of little too saturated for my liking as well. So I'm not opposed to this. Also, that resolution is already pretty decent. Also, hair's looking very good. Thank you. I'm no longer bald. That hair grew back real quick, man. And I was worried too, because I was like, I've been stressing out over work for the last couple of weeks, and my hair's been falling out like a motherfucker. So, we're gonna need to do that. Definitely gonna need some soundproofing. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Actually, this is a good time to ask: is the audio fine? Am I too echoey? Do I sound like a fucking Aiden Ross or kick streamer, dude? I was wondering why I didn't see you bald enough. It's because when I cut my hair, I was barely streaming for like months at a time. So it's fine. It's perfect. Echo Becco. What does that mean? Echo Becco. Does that mean that it's there, or is it perfect? I mean, I guess for the sake of audio, I suppose that echoes would contribute to that perfect sound. Echo is there. Okay, is it that bad though? Is it that like does it hamper the experience? Dusk is just glazing. Listen, I accept glazing. But it needs to be constructive glazing. It kind of echoes. Thank you. Okay, if I clap like this, that definitely sounded like it echoed quite a bit. Hold on. Oh man, I didn't really notice it until it was pointed out. Okay, fair enough. I'm kind of down for that though. Sounds the same. Interesting to me. Interesting. What about like when there's sound? Like if I were to talk over this video, it probably gets suppressed a little bit, right?
Presumably for power saving. Up to 120 hertz with a 144 hertz experimental mode, just like we had on the Valve Index.
Yo, Chris, dude, what's up, man? 19 months? That's crazy, man. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. When you laugh and you raise your voice, it kind of has auto reverb. It's kind of schmexy. Excellent. Sounds the same as the old room, so interesting. That's very interesting. That's something that I noticed, though. Good. Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to the playback afterwards, but I appreciate it, folks. I appreciate it, fellas. Thank you very much for joining the stream, man. It's good to be here. Couldn't think of a long 150-word paragraph for that one. Is it 150 words or is it 150 characters? These people like to lie to you. I'm surrounded by yes men. The only one that will give it to me straight is Sorzen, and I appreciate that. When you speak louder, I can hear a bit of the echo. Oh, that's probably it. Yeah, because the reason why is because I have a gate where if I yell, the audio will kind of cut out, but it'll still translate over a certain gate in the audio, so it'll probably sound more echoey there. You know what I mean? I started watching Smiling Friends. It's surprisingly great for an Adult Swim comedy. Dude, you're barely watching Peak? Really? Hell yeah, man. Smiling Friends is amazing. I really love the newest episodes, too. This latest one is like one of the funniest and most well animated, too.
As for why Valve decided to use LCD rather than OLED, it basically came down to the light losses due to the pancake lenses.
Look like the guy
Since
from
I'm pointing
Megan.
at them, on the inside of each lens,
Collect
you can
YEZB
even
for
see them
Halloween.
through
You
the
want? Oh, that'd be
cross-eyes. Is
amazing.
an eye tracker that's obviously going to be great for social VR experiences, but perhaps more importantly, enables Valve to do what they call foveated streaming, which I'm going to have to explain later because it gets a little in the weeds. First, let's take a look at the controllers. Valve.
Not interested in controllers, but foveated streaming sounds like field of vision streaming or whatever.
Spacer gasket for folks with.
Are we doing the Steam box? I would be kind of down to buy the Steam box, if anything, just for the sake of producing content. I also like the idea that I could possibly have a second TV or something like that, or like a bigger screen, have my whole library there, and just have it streamed. And also, like, I feel like a lot of people can like upload like, you know, ROMs and shit onto their Steam Deck. I feel like it would be pretty easy with the Steam box as well. Swear to God, each time I see you make that face, YEZB, it makes me laugh. This one right here. This one right here. GameCube, holy peak, absolutely.
Long eyelashes, and to improve compatibility with
GameCube
glasses.
is tough, absolutely.
But Valve fully
Very
acknowledges
happy with
that
it.
not everyone will want to use that because it does take away a little bit from their claimed about 110-degree field of view. So they are working on prescription lenses for the headset itself. We even saw a box of
Wait, hold on. This is news for the blind for me. This is news for the blind like me. Hold on.
and frame itself,
Wait.
as well as a second head strap with a top Velcro piece if you like a bit of additional support. I personally liked it better, but I also didn't feel like it was necessary like it is on the much heavier Apple Vision Pro. There's a lot more to customize on the frame itself too. It includes a spacer gasket for folks with long eyelashes and to improve compatibility with glasses, but Valve fully acknowledges that not everyone will want to use that because it does take away a little bit from their claimed about 110-degree field of view. So they are working on prescription lenses for the headset itself. We even saw a box of them, but there's no specific timeline on that. IPD.
Whoa, that's huge. Is that standard across the industry? I've never heard that. That would be pretty awesome. If I could just submit my prescription to Valve and then they craft like the lenses or at least give me a pair that is kind of close to my vision and I wouldn't have to wear my glasses or wear my contacts. That'd be so fucking awesome, dude. Plus I also have like I'm nearsighted. But I don't understand people who are farsighted. That doesn't exist. You're not farsighted. You got to be blind like me, like exactly the way that I'm blind. But what I was gonna say was that I mean, with nearsightedness, the screen is gonna be right here, right, already right in front of me like this. So I mean, that plus prescriptive lenses, that would be pretty freaking sweet, dude. GameCube would be kind of mid if you already have a PC. I mean, it'd be more optimized with much less options. Like I said, I'm speaking from a place of privilege, obviously. If you were able to have a PC, a dedicated PC for when you want to, be at a desk and have that PC gaming experience, but you also want to have it on the big screen, your whole library and stuff, without having to run like a huge or a long HDMI cord to your TV or whatever, I think that it's perfectly fine. It's pretty easy. Pretty easy. Want to cry for some reason? Let it all out, dude. Listen, man. We're all dealing with some tough shit, but we're here together. We're all here in this YEZB stream. Let it all out. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. You're farsighted, Chris. How does that work? Like, I would kill to see from afar. Nearsighted, what use do I have if I'm nearsighted? It's just like, yeah, I can kind of see where my mouse is a little bit. Farsightedness, though, it's like I could see where everything is. You know what I mean? Also farsighted, you guys are not real. This is what Sorzan was talking about. Everyone in my chat just lies to me. I have top 10 worst eyes in North America. If you're top 10, I'm top 5, bro. They aren't blind completely. I see. Interesting. But that's really cool. I really mess with that idea.
The adjustments are handled with a little knob on the top that spins a cog on the core module, and this is really cool. Right between the goggles at the bottom here is an expansion port that allows up to two 2.5 gigabit MIPI cameras, or a single camera with a PCIe Gen 4x1 slot, allowing all kinds of possibilities for additional accessories. Like if you wanted color cameras, for instance, the built-in ones are only monochromatic. Or if you wanted, I don't know, a smell sensor. The sky's the limit. Since we're on the subject of the cameras, Valve says that
is
they will
nearsighted
work
stuff you can't see far away, or is it the other way around? Nearsighted is when you can only see stuff that is near you. Farsighted is that you could see from far away. They don't make contacts for your eyes? What do you mean? How does that work? What? How do they not make contacts for your eyes? When I got glasses that should change my life. I got them when I was like 7 years old. So like I've been rocking these for like 20 years, literally. Oh my God, literally blind for 20 years.
Inside-out tracking, even in pitch darkness, thanks to IR emitters that are built into the headset itself. And you can expect tracking performance.
Yo, how tall is Linus Tech Tips? Bro's kind of like stanced up a little bit like me. Hold on. Linus Tech Tips height. See a ton of people saying he's 6'4" or 5'9". If he's 6'4", I'm 8'2". That guy's not 6'4". Gemini app says he's 5 feet 6 inches. Honestly, I kind of see it, and I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that because I'm dunking on his height. I'm saying that because I want to find solidarity with another short king.
On the order of about 200 to 250 updates per second, which is about on par with the Valve Index. Not something that I expected. Now that I've had a chance to gather my thoughts and eat some crappy airport food, let's talk about how Valve is delivering a PC VR-like experience wirelessly when big names like Apple and Meta have tried and never really succeeded. It starts with the least interesting looking part, this 6 GHz Wi-Fi dongle. Valve built the headset with 2 radios and 2 antennas for Wi-Fi, along with a third dedicated antenna.
Oh, you have
for
a
your
Meta Quest? How does that
or
work?
Your Bluetooth peripherals. One
How's
of
your
those
experience
Wi-Fi
with that?
antennas handles 5 GHz for your game downloads, your multiplayer data, your voice chat, etc.
I think the Meta Quest is the most. I think the Meta Quest is the most accessible VR headset on the market right now. Right? What are you buying? Drinking water, of course. I was drinking water.
Connects to a very high-end home router, or more likely, Valve's dongle using the so far
Pretty ease of
mostly
access, just have to link it to my
6
Instagram. That makes
gigahertz
sense.
Band. This
that makes
is
sense.
a perfect use case for 6 gigahertz.
GameCube came to the console,
lacks the
Warzone
wall
immediately
penetration
won,
that you might want for home
and at
life.
least beat the Xbox, and it might sell. I don't think it's going to sell as well as like the PlayStation or something like that. I don't think that it's supposed to be a market killer necessarily. Maybe it kills the plans of what Xbox was trying to go for, which is kind of like having a more unified PC console experience, right? But if they market this right and there is good word of mouth, I genuinely think that you just need a GameCube and a Switch 2 just for the exclusives, and you're kind of set. Kind of calls into question what you need, certainly what you need an Xbox for, especially now that Xbox is like starting to raise prices with like Game Pass and shit, which is like clearly unpopular. And then PlayStation, like they have timed exclusives, but a lot of their shit goes to PC as well. So I don't know, man. I don't know. All you need a Wi-Fi relay, an account, and a cameras to do everything for you. From someone who used to have an old Vive that took like 6 hours to set up sensors, the new gen VRs are a godsend. Dude, I remember when people like had the Vive. My cousin had one, and that shit, like, I was just completely uninterested because of how much work you had to do just to set the dang thing up. You know?
Wi-Fi, but it excels at avoiding 2.4 and 5 gigahertz channel congestion while pushing huge amounts of bandwidth. With that said, while the theoretical maximum is right up there with wired connections, in the real world, it falls well short of that. So what's the secret?
See you, Angel. Take it easy, man. I hope you feel better.
Streaming. Seeing
With Windows, you have the Xbox apps. It's just cloud gaming, or do you just get the half like the Xbox? Wait, with Windows, you have the Xbox app. Is that cloud gaming, or do you just get the half the Xbox library on PC? I'm a little confused what you're saying, Dusk.
this in action blew my flipping mind. Basically, the idea behind it is similar to foveated rendering, where the headset tracks your eyes and tells your GPU, hey, only render the area of focus at full fidelity and save your resources on the rest of the scene. It's a technique that's been used to great effect on the handful of PSVR 2 titles that exist, but has been largely untapped.
Why does the stream sound so quiet, or what are we missing? Is it quiet? We good? Hold on. I can increase the volume here.
On the PC side, largely because it depends on game developers to implement it. And also, most headsets don't have built-in eye tracking, so why would they bother? Foveated streaming then. Again, same idea. Focus your resources wherever the eyes are looking. Except in this case, it's not the GPU saving on rendering resources, it's the video encoding stream saving on bitrate. So you get crystal clear, high bitrate encoding, exactly where your eyes are looking, and then a little bit blurry everywhere else.
Amazing.
At least in theory.
Amazing. Amazing. I think that could be a real game changer, especially someone like, imagine if Apple got that. Like that would be their selling point with their own VR headsets. This is what might sell me on it. If I actually want to get into VR, the fact that it is like just saving its resources for the best possible picture wherever your eyes are tracking, that's kind of like magic. That's kind of magic. Why does this It's not that confusing. I don't want to elaborate at this moment. I'm using that. I'm stealing that, Dusk. Dude, I love how sassy you are sometimes, dude. It's not that confusing, and I don't want to elaborate at this moment. Okay, I'm going to use my English major skills right now and break this down. Hold on. Let's break this down. Let's break this down. With Windows, you have the Xbox app. Is that cloud gaming, or do you just get like half the Xbox library on PC? Okay. That is the original. I'm going to fix that right here. So firstly, this is a question, or at least it reads like one. So that needs a question mark. Let's give some punctuation right here and capitalization. With Windows, you have, let's also put a comma right here. You have the Xbox app. That might be period. That might be a sentence itself. That's a full clause. Let's capitalize this right here. Is that cloud gaming, comma, or do you just get like half the Xbox library on PC? Let's also capitalize this right here. Is that cloud gaming, comma, or do you just get half the Xbox library on PC? So the reason why this is confusing to me is because this sounds like an assertion of a fact, right? Needed this? Thanks, Christina. With Windows, you have the Xbox app. That is an assertion. That's almost like saying like you're telling me that. So are you questioning, is that, as in the Xbox app, is that cloud gaming? Or do you just get half the Xbox library on PC? The or makes it sound like as though these are two contrasting statements. So, because technically cloud gaming could allow you to get half of the Xbox library on camera, right? This is hilarious. Why are you so close to the camera? Because you need to see what, how I'm breaking this down through my facial expression. You need to see every single word that comes out of my mouth, all right? So, it is that serious. You do have to. I'm just asking, is it cloud gaming or is it local shit? See, there you go. There you go. Exactly. Hey, Max, what's up, man? This person is a person. Did you know that? I did not know that. What do I do if I microwave my toaster, right? And I made my microwave toasted instead of being microwaved by the microwave. Another question that I'm going to have to break down right here. All right? Let's do this. All right. I'm finally putting my major to use. Finally. What do I do if I microwave? Let's also do this right here. What do I do if I microwave my toaster? Comma. And it made the microwave toasted instead of being microwaved by the microwave. I think if I were to fix this sentence, I would go with, what do I do if I microwave the toaster and it made the microwave toasted instead of microwaving the microwave? Hold on. What do I do if I microwaved the toaster? Hold on. What do I do if I microwave the toaster, comma, and it made the microwave toasted instead of toasting? Microwave my toaster and it made the microwave toasted instead of microwaving the toaster. Yeah, instead of microwaving the toaster. Right. There you go. There you go. Now, what do you do during that situation? I didn't expect you to break that down. Also, let me capitalize the eyes right here. What if I microwave my toaster and it made the microwave toasted instead of microwaving my toaster? There you go. Now, what would you do in this case? I would return the microwave. The fuck, dude? Come on, man. You're microwaving the toaster. That's like saying, what if I microwave the pizza and it ended up becoming greasy as a result? No, you can't do that. I posted a new OST for Bloodlust a while back, and I wanted to know if you could check it out. Perhaps later. Rookie mistake, I know. Gang, I can't feel my brain no more. Genuinely how I feel after reading some of these chat messages, and I just can't explain it. I can't understand it. Is this what you do when you read my messages? No. I speak Christina. Good tip. I will try with a calculator instead. Yes, please do. You guys speak Glibglamvelies? It's my second language. Si los tres tristes... Okay. Okay, now I gotta do it in Spanish. All right, hold on. You know what we need? There you go. Okay, this is the music that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play while I'm breaking down the music or breaking down the sentence. Okay. Si los tres tristes tigres comen trigo en un trigal y el trigal de trigo para los tigres tristes no tienen trigo de trigal para los tristes tigres que ahora ya no tienen trigo del trigal porque el you didn't even finish. It's not even a complete sentence. That's not even a complete sentence, but it is very funny. Okay. I have an English degree. I don't have a Spanish degree. Why are you speaking German? Say los tres tristes. YouTube didn't let me finish. Check the chat. Okay. Oh, gotcha. I got you. I got the rest right here. El trigal no tiene el trigo que un trigal de trigo normalmente tendría. Okay. Si los tres okay, let's break this down. This is more of a riddle, right? I don't even need to do more like grammar on this. So, si los tres tristes tigres comen trigo en un trigal y el trigal de trigo para los tigres tristes no tienen trigo de trigal para los tristes tigres. See, now that is this is where it becomes a bad sentence because it starts to repeat shit. So when I was tutoring, I would just say get rid of this part right here, right? Because you already mentioned para los tigres tristes. You're just switching these two words together. Unacceptable. I have a sentence for you to analyze. Suck an orange. Come on. It's not repeating. It's not repeating. It's reminding. That's good. I love that. Oh my God. Where were you guys when I was like tutoring? That would have been such a based answer to give to a student like just struggling. They'd be getting C's or D's on their paper and I'd just be like, dude, just tell the professor that you're not repeating your sentences. You're reminding them. You're reminding them, bro. That's awesome. All right. Para los tigres tristes no tienen trigo de trigal. Para los tristes tigres que ahora ya no tienen trigo. Okay. Del trigal, ¿por qué? No, del trigal. Porque el trigal no tiene el trigo que un trigal de tigre normalmente tendría. Okay. If I'm being honest, honestly, the only thing this sentence needs is just to get rid of this right here. The rest kind of flows. It's fine. It's kind of fine. What is a trigo? Hold on. Oh, wheat. Gotcha. I didn't know that. Okay. So if the three sad tigers eat wheat in un trigal, I'm guessing that's like a farm or whatever. Hold on. Wheat field. Gotcha. Okay. Right. Si los tres tristes, if the sad three tigers eat wheat in a wheat field, and the wheat field of wheat... Wait, if the wheat field of wheat for the three sad tigers do not have wheat from the wheat field, que ahora ya no tienen trigo, and the wheat field does not have wheat... Okay, this sentence, it falls apart when you start to translate it. You know, I've been taking my Duolingo. Exactly, I'm doing it for Duolingo. Just so you don't forget it's a wheat field of wheat. I'm just that kind. Gotcha. So this is a very reminding sentence. I miss when YEZB just played Sonic and indie games instead of farming wheat in the fields. This channel has gone downhill. It has gone downhill. This is why I needed a rebrand, dude. People used to take the former brand as though, you know, I was just like a fucking loser just playing Sonic games and playing indie games and shit. Now I'm doing real work out here, trying to contribute to society, farming wheat in the fields, and you guys are just trying to put me down. Can't. No. The brand is minimalist and so is my brain too. All right, anyway.
In practice, it reacted so fast that no matter how quickly I tried to move my eyes, I wasn't able to catch it. But I also...
Well, you get the point. I am very excited for the Steam machines, not just the machine, but the set of Steam machines that they're putting out. I think it's very consumer friendly, and that's what we need right now as a society. Instead of raising the price of video games and the way that Nintendo is doing, or raising the price of like subscription services like Game Pass and stuff like that, I am all for what Steam is doing. I've always been kind of down for what Steam is doing. They have always been very consumer friendly for the gamers. In any case, I'm going to switch modes a little bit, and I wanted to pull up a goat from the past who just uploaded another banger video.
Hello, adventurers.
So-
this is Sammy Classic Sonic Fan, and in this video, we'll be going on a trip to Chicago.
So the boy has grown up. Sammy Classic Sonic Fan has been. He's a legend. He was a legend. He's been back. He rebranded his channel to Sammy's Supersonic Adventures. He still talks about basically video games, the same types of stuff that you expect, right? However, I have been following this channel for a while, right? And I was subscribed to him, or I am still subscribed to him. And, I check in here and there because I'm genuinely happy to see an internet legend and meme just continue to do what they love, right? So this video in particular, right? If you notice, this video has like some custom art. I think that this was drawn by him himself, but when I first saw this video being uploaded 2 weeks ago, right? It did not have this thumbnail. In fact, the thumbnail was AI generated. And it basically had the same, assets right here. Sonic staring into a mirror with Mario and Donkey Kong staring back at him, right? But I noticed, I was like, oh, that's weird. That's it's AI generated. And honestly, knowing this, I've been following this channel. I'm like, I don't think that they've used a lot of AI in their thumbnails. So, as someone who, when they first started, doing these streams and stuff like that, I also used a little bit of AI. I quickly got rid of that because I was just like, you know what? I feel like I could do something better, something more human, something more that shows my personality instead of just using AI for the thumbnail, right? The video itself isn't really that important, but, and I saw this, and maybe it's still there actually, in the comment section.
I think I've solved.
People are they were kind of roasting him for using AI. And I don't know, maybe he deleted the comments here. It seems like they did, because there were a lot of comments that said, dude, you really used AI for your video? Come on, bro. You should be better than this. And he put out a response video. He put out a response video to it. Hate AI? Great. Think you're so great? You ain't.
All right, you fricks. This is Sammy Classic Sonic Fan, and I just want to have a talk. Just a talk, just a friendly chat. And I just want to understand where we went wrong. Where did we go wrong?
Okay. Before we can progress any further, I got to break this down. The framing of this video is immaculate. I love this. I love this so much. And for the record, I am not bullying him. That must sound really bad for those that are not understanding the full context of this. I empathize with Sammy Classic Sonic Fan. In fact, when I first saw that video of him popping off about the frickin' fricks that are ruining the Sonic franchise and shit, I felt for him. He was giving voice to the voiceless, and he will always have my respect for that, right? So take this reaction, this commentary on it, if Sammy were to see this, not as kicking a man when he's down. If anything, I am here to empathize and to make my own commentary in the form of criticism, but ultimately from a good place. Genuinely, I mean that. So, with that being said, I want to break this down. So, we first have the framing of Sammy Classic Sonic Fan positioning the camera beneath him. Look at that stance, bro. Look at that. I got to replay that, right? He introduces himself, at our level initially, right? It's an intimate frame right here.
And I just want to understand where we went wrong.
He posits his thesis, and he steps back and imposes himself onto the audience.
Where did we go wrong?
That's not Linus Tech Tips height, dude. That is Sammy Classic Sonic Fan height, dude. That already I feel fear. I feel fear. This is quite imposing right here. And not only that, we have Luigi framed in the background, constantly. Eyes not darted necessarily to the camera, but you know that he's staring at you. He is there to back Sammy Classic Sonic Fan back on anything that he has. I don't know what is beneath this. This almost looks like crutches. Maybe he beat up a freaking frick right before this video and was gonna give him crutches before they walked away limping. They also have a piano right here. Very good, very good. I'm glad that they're exercising, their creative output other than just YouTube. But what I find the best here, other than the imposing camera angle, it's the mirror in the back.
Yes, that is how.
I'll let me mute it so I don't spoil anything. But as he moves around, right, you see another side of him, a side of Sammy Classic Sonic Fan that he has been just keeping tucked away. He has been making content that is not representative of who he is or what he used to be, but it was always there. It was always in the background. It was always in the background. And now with this video, he's returned. He has returned, dude. Let's keep watching. Already, I'm just saying, this is a modern masterpiece. This is a modern masterpiece.
Yes, that is how I'm starting this video, because I've been seeing some alarming trends as of late. I seem to have fallen out of favor with you lots, and I just don't get it. I don't get it. I'm doing everything right. I'm actually consistently delivering you content. Is it like the channel name? Do you not like?
So, in case if you're not caught up with Sammy Classic Sonic Fan, I remember that I saw him return to the spotlight with like an update video about how he's like attending college, and I think that he was like taking a couple of classes, but still saying like, I'm still interested in Sonic and stuff, and like he has been basically like, going about that path, doing like little mini vlogs, like giving his thoughts on like, video games and stuff like that. But it is not the same as like what he used to do, like with when he was a kid. I don't know if he has that video still up. No, I don't think so. Zenith Resurrects from the Dead 2020 Sonic movie vlog. And
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, dude. This is how I saw him back in the a couple of years ago.
This is the imperishable Sammy Zenith. I'm back from the dead once again. I'm also known as Sammy Classic Sonic Fan. So, I forgot to properly introduce.
This has been his vibe for a minute now. It is literally since like from 2020. So the fact that like we've returned to this mode of Sammy Classic Sonic Fan, I'm not sure. I genuinely don't know if this is satire or not. I don't know if he's playing a bit or if he's just angry and that he's had enough. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. This is a masterpiece in body language and the correlation to mental state. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Adventures? You don't like going on adventures? Those are like my best freaking videos. So, is that it? Or is it like, just help me understand. Help me understand. It's that one video, isn't it? It's that one video that I made, the Mario and Donkey Kong theory, where I temporarily used a thumbnail that was generated because I was making my own thumbnail that I put on to the actual video like 2 seconds later. All right? And then a bunch of you took it upon yourselves to unsubscribe because you think you're so much better. Okay? I learned my lesson, all right? I made a real thumbnail for the video, so you have no excuse.
Say it, Jason. No, take it easy, man. Thank you very much for stepping in for a bit. All right. Take note of the Superman symbol on his chest. Once a symbol of heroism and light, now villain, labeled by AI haters. Okay, so Sammy, speaking to you now, good sir, in case if you're watching. This is where your argument begins to become very emotional. I think I've watched this video already. I think you make some decent points and some, you know, not world shattering revelations of the YouTube game or anything, but you know, good things to espouse. I think, you know, of your frustrations, right? But this is where we see the true origin of anger that might be real, and it is because he feels betrayed. He temporarily used an AI generated thumbnail. And I don't think that you should be labeled as a villain for that, my friend. You know, I don't even consider it as a mistake. I'm not pro AI. As I mentioned earlier, I used to generate AI thumbnails because I just needed to get something out. But then, you know, I abandoned that as soon as I, you know, realized how I wasn't expressing myself to the fullest extent and stuff like that. So don't judge yourself, my friend. You know. But that being said, don't take all the criticism to heart. You gotta leave it out. But let's see where he goes from here.
You had no right to unsubscribe.
You have no right to unsubscribe is kind of crazy though. You definitely have the right to unsubscribe. You who are watching, not just Sammy Classic Sonic Fan, but anyone who is watching this lovely stream, you have the right to unsubscribe anytime, dude.
I learned my lesson, all right? I made a real thumbnail for the video. So you have no excuse. You had no right to unsubscribe. So, like, what gives? What gives? Why is it that over 100 of you have unsubscribed from me in the last month?
That's kind of nuts. I will say that is kind of nuts. If it's just like one AI thumbnail, and 100 people unsubscribe, that's quite nuts. That being said, people might have unsubscribed Sammy Classic Sonic Fan because they might have seen the thumbnail originally and thought, oh, you know what? Like, I guess, you know, this thumbnail is not recognizable as a Sammy Classic Sonic Fan, or what's the channel name that he has right now? I want to make sure that I get it right. This is not a Sammy Supersonic Adventures thumbnail. It seemed like a very generic thumbnail, right? So people might have seen that and unsubscribed because maybe they thought that they were subscribed to another person. That being said, you know, some people are deeply offended, you know, by usage of AI, especially the Sonic community that is very, very anti-AI. Not very. I would say generally they are anti-AI. There's definitely some Sonic YouTubers such as what's that guy's name? Fucking Remy the Remy or whatever. Premi the Remy. That uses used at least a lot of AI thumbnails in their videos and stuff. And you know, he has an audience with that. But generally, I think that the Sonic fan base is anti-AI. I mean, you know, Sonic is not. I don't think Sonic would be very, very pro AI. This is a display of Caesar's pride and betrayal by the Senate. Clock strikes 12, midnight arrives. Ass video. No, it's Shakespearean. This whole video is Shakespearean, and it gets even better.
All right, my channel is finally doing good now, as far as me putting in, you know, efforts, and that's when you guys decide to abandon me? All right.
Betrayal by the Sun.
I appreciate the loyal subscribers, the ones who have been there since day one, who don't judge me, you know, because I make mistakes. All right, I'm a human being. I make mistakes. And
I can't tell if that part is satire or not. I have been in moments of rage and frustration myself. And I have done that exact movement. And I can't tell if he's just pulling from personal experience that he has grown from, or if this is genuinely how he feels, dude.
I make mistakes. All right, I'm a human being. I make mistakes. And
the only thing that makes me feel like it is not satire, or rather, the only thing that makes me feel like it is satire, is that when you are angry and blinded by rage and frustration and venting, there is a little bit of redness in the face. And like you are like furrowing your brow. He does that sometimes. But if you notice here,
mistakes. All right, I'm a human being. I make mistakes.
Facial expression does not move. So there are two possibilities. There are two big possibilities, rather. One is that this is satire, and that was a little bit of the mask slipping. Or two, and this is a little bit more terrifying. And I'm not putting this on Sammy Classic Sonic Fan, but he is beyond frustrated. He is beyond angry. and he cannot muster up a facial expression that can express that rage. And if it is, honestly, I fear no man. But Sammy Classic Sonic Fan does something. Does something. That's why bro talks about some who boy.
And that's just human nature. And freaking, we all have to make mistakes. Like, what if somebody, got mad at you for every single sin that you've committed? All right, I'm
little bit of indication that Sammy is a practicing Christian.
I'm sure you would be pretty freaking angry. So why is it okay to only hold me accountable for every single mistake that I made when I've already been doing that myself? All right, I can learn from my actions. All right, I know my actions have consequences. I've been saying it since day one. That's my line. I invented that line.
Talk your shit, go! Talk your shit!
Popularized it. I know.
Oh, man, I gotta run that back.
All right, I know my
wait, I just realized this is When Will You Learn Your Actions Have Consequences guy. He grew up, and he just said that.
Actions have consequences. I've been saying it since day one. That's my line. I invented that line. I popularized it. I know other people say that too.
No. Don't take it back.
But
that's your shit, man.
This is getting my freaking heart rate up. All right, I have some kind of condition. But it's not like a real cardiovascular condition. But if I get too worked up, my heart beats faster. Okay, and I can't afford to do that. I can't just go to the hospital all the time.
Okay. Now this is where it gets a little serious for me, and I'm going to treat this with reverence. If this is the case, that this is some sort of cardiovascular condition, right? He says it's not a real condition, but if he has something that, negatively contributes to anything, whether it's mental or physical, bro's discovered adrenaline. It could just be adrenaline. But adrenaline can be scary, man. I mean, boxers, after they have a fight or whatever, they are like overcome with adrenaline, and they need someone to like help them calm down, even like, needing ice or something like that. But what I was going to say was that if this is the case, that he does suffer from anything, whether even if it's just like, the problems that manifest from this are only psychological, not strictly physical and stuff like that. Sammy, you are not obliged to put up a video like this. And I'm not saying that to judge you. I'm saying this out of concern for you, for your own health. Do not do any of this. Do not do any of this. It is not worth. This internet shit is not worth raising your heart rate even 1 BPM. Not 1, dude, or RPM or whatever. Just leave it be. People be hating, leave it be. And I know that you have that instinct in you, as will be shown in this video later on.
All right, freaking health insurance and crap like that. So
I think he's 28, by the way, so he's definitely not on parents' insurance. So yeah, it's expensive out here, brother.
We had a good relationship up until lately, so I am opening the floor to you to tell me what I'm doing wrong. What am I doing wrong? All right, I don't want to make content like this where I'm getting angry and I'm ranting. Want to know why? All right, I'm trying to leave all that behind.
It breaks my heart, man, because I'm just saying this more of as a matter of fact. That's what you're known for. And I hate that, man. I hate that for him. I want him to be known for the content that he genuinely loves to put out, rather than that just being the kid that is, when will you learn your actions have consequences? You know what I mean? This is a return to form, and this video is still masterful as a consumer of this product. But that being said, I do hope that he does become recognized for more than just being, when will you learn, you freaking fricks.
All right, I'm trying to craft a new image. Okay, I've almost got my college degree, and you know what I'm gonna do with that? I'm gonna do great things with that, and
yes,
I can't do that if I'm getting onto the internet and getting angry.
Leave it behind. Leave it behind.
So, I just want to make sure we're good. We're good, right? Why are you people leaving? Okay? I'm done with AI. I'm done with AI for good. I'm deleting Sora off my phone. I'm deleting GPT. I don't even freaking like those apps. I just use them because my friends do, okay? And we send each other like funny things. But I'm not doing that anymore. Wanna know why? Because of you. You drove me to this point. Okay?
Ooh.
And I don't like.
Ooh, you know, a second rewatch, it might be real. I don't think that this is satire. Memer, what's up, man? Hey, good to see you, man. Very, very good to see you. I don't think that this is satire. I genuinely think that he's angry at his audience.
Each other like funny things. But I'm not doing that anymore. Wanna know why? Because of you. You drove me to this point.
Oh yeah, this is real. This is a real crash out. Yeah, this is a real crash out for sure. Oh man, I think bro may perchance may have bitten the bait. Oh, I know. You don't want to bite the bait, man. You can't bite the bait. Oh, I was a bit busy with something, so I'm a little late. No worries, Memer. It's good to see you here, man. Very, very nice to see you, brother. Good to have you here. Yeah, man, you can't bite the bait. Otherwise, you crash out like this. And you know what? What he said about like uninstalling those apps, honestly, in the way that we have no right, or we do have the right to unsubscribe, you have the right to keep those apps if you want, buddy. I am not. I have the ChatGPT app on my phone and stuff like that. For just day-to-day use. I do recognize the harm in it and stuff. But that being said, it is your decision to make, not the internet to make that decision for you, brother. Glad you're live again. I'm glad to be alive, man. And you know what? We got this new room. We got this space and stuff like that. We got a little echo, but we're good, man. We're good. Welcome back. Thank you, brother. Welcome back to you. Welcome back to you. Welcome back to everyone who has joined. Thank you very much. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like, And if you're new here for some reason, hey, subscribe, Would help out the channel quite a bit.
Okay? And I don't like ranting like this. This is not me. This doesn't represent me. I told you guys, I was the mastermind troll since day one. I was just pretending. Yeah, this is all just an act, okay? Okay, I'm definitely not, like, really mad, but it's the only way to get the point across. Do you understand? Okay, so I don't, like...
That is an interesting statement. I feel like I have certainly encountered people, and in my own, ways of managing emotional stress and emotional, my emotional capacity and stuff like that, that sometimes when you try to speak your voice in a way that is not explosive or in a way that's managed, people are not willing to listen. You know what I mean? It doesn't reach the audience that you want, or maybe the words are not landing. And so you kind of resort to a version of yourself that you don't really like. And I feel that in this video. I feel this version. I feel this energy from this video of like Sammy saying like, dude, I don't want to be that guy that is, crashing out in his bedroom. But sometimes it does feel like I have to be that guy for my emotions to feel valid to myself. And obviously, and this goes for anyone, that is not the case, right? That is not the case. That your emotions are valid no matter how you express them, choose to express them. But that being said, as Sammy mentioned earlier in this video, this is causing him harm. Like hopefully not self-harm. I pray that is not the case. And if that is the case, then I hope that he is receiving the help that he does. But he is not happy with this sort of with this version of himself. And it's a shame. It's tragic, man. It's tragic. This video does kind of bring out something in me. I see a lot, and maybe the mirror's for me, honestly, because I kind of see where he's coming from. And y'all may be hearing him, but you guys aren't listening, honestly. And that's why he has to make this video. And it's tragic. It sucks that it has to be this way, man.
Why is it that certain things are trending on the internet and then other things aren't? Like, you guys want there to be drama. You guys want there to be madness, like what you're seeing right now. But you don't like positive stuff, creative stuff. All right? There are four noble truths.
Okay, four noble truths. We got four noble truths. I actually want to see what Google would say. What are the four noble truths of Buddhism? Okay. Let me see. What does Reddit say? Hold on, let me see. First noble truth summarizes all suffering as egoistic attachment in relation to the five aggregates. First noble truth says birth, aging, illness, and death are suffering. The technical language used specifically refers to a state of attachment. The second noble truth explains that suffering arises when there is craving and delight, infatuation and detachment, leading to renewed becoming. Becoming is mature attachment, the mind being totally engrossed, infatuated, and identifying with a sense object. Third noble truth simply explains when the above craving ends, suffering ends. And the fourth noble truth explains the noble eightfold path to end suffering. The path starts with the right view that craving and attachment leads to suffering. Therefore, the path has the right intention to give up craving and attachment, which leads to right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Right concentration also results in other higher insights that help end craving and end suffering. Is that what Sammy Classic Sonic Fan is going to say?
Four stuff. All right. There are four noble truths. Four noble truths to this world. One, people don't care about you unless you're rich, you're attractive, or you're dead. Or there's a fourth one that I made up, controversial. Yeah, you...
Nope, that is not true. Firstly, that is not a noble truth according to Buddhism. And secondly, none of that is true. That is not how the world operates.
You have to be controversial in order for people to freaking notice you. Why do you think I became famous in the first place? All right, I was a kid, so I don't match the first three things I said. So it has to be the fourth one. I was controversial. That's why people started to care, but they cared for all the wrong reasons. All right, and now that I'm actually trying to be like a good person,
I think you only went with one noble truth. I don't think there are any others.
That's when you all leave. You guys never wanted me to be freaking good. You guys just want me to be a bad person. Well, guess what? I'm not a bad person. All right, and you guys think you're better than me just because I freaking accidentally used AI one time. Big freaking whoop, okay? I'm taking the dang action figure off my freaking Instagram. All right, I'm done seeing stupid little comments about that post. Oh, well, AI steals from the artists. Okay, I didn't steal anything. I didn't make the technology. Okay? You should be going after the people who made that software, not the people who are using it.
Now, Sammy, this I think is this could be an illustrative point. Obviously, you did not steal the art. That is a true statement. That being said, you are absolutely, not you specifically, but anyone who uses the software, enables the company to further, steal that art, right? So that they could feed the generative AI and stuff like that. So very important to recognize your role in it. Again, you're not beholden to what the internet wants you at all. He's inventing new pitches. Honestly, I feel like I very much reach those same pitches whenever I'm this frustrated as well. Chad, is he mad? He might be a little angry.
Okay. Oh, you've never used AI? Okay. Well, you must have not gone to college then or something, because literally every time you use a search engine, it's from AI, okay? So you've used AI.
He kind of ate with that. He kind of ate with that a little bit.
Well, you must have not going after the people.
You don't like AI? You must have not gone to college.
That software, not the people who are using it. Okay? Oh, you've never used AI? Okay. Well, you must have not gone to college then or something, because literally every time you use a search engine, it's from AI, okay? So you've used AI. And not just that, but just everyday life too, okay? So I'm done arguing with you people, all right? I celebrate it. If you want to unsubscribe, whoopee! I never needed your freaking subscription in the first place.
Damn. Okay, yeah, this is real. I can't tell if he's 13 or 19. He's 28. I'm not even joking. He's 28.
Okay, right, life too, okay? So I'm done.
And honestly, listen, I have been called Unk before already, all right? As a 27-year-old. If people say, hey, are you 19? I take that as a compliment.
Arguing with you people, all right? I celebrate it. If you want to unsubscribe, whoopee! I never needed your freaking subscription in the first place.
Yeah, he's angry. He's definitely angry. Oh, man. Oh, man. Listen, subscribe. I agree. You don't need subscribers to live a happy life. That much is true. Then again, don't take the bait. Don't bite the bait, Sammy.
Okay, I never wanted to even be this famous to begin with. So go ahead and leave. Just leave. Go. Shoot, fly. Frick you.
Oh, the video could have ended there, honestly.
I don't care if you leave. Okay? I was just fine before this. All right, I had a life before this. Yeah, so you know what? I actually just don't care. I don't even know why I'm making this video. All right? You people are a bunch of clowns. Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm done ranting. This has been Sammy Classic Sonic Fan. And, yeah.
Now, you would think that the video is over, but there's still like... there's still 3 minutes and 35 seconds. There's a whole quarter left of this video here.
This video isn't directed towards the actually good fans, the nice fans.
He's talking about me. I am still subscribed to him. I'm not subscribed to him on the YEZB channel. However, I will toss him a subscription now. But I am subscribed to my main channel on my own personal YouTube account. So that's me. He's talking about me as a loyal fan.
Me happy and healthy, and will still follow my content no matter what. You people are the ones who keep me going, and I also keep myself going. All right, I have my own motivation. All right, so that's why I make these adventure videos and whatnot, because I actually like doing them. I don't like doing videos like this. All right, it's the mean fans, the ones who will turn their backs on me and betray me. Those are the reason why I keep on making these videos. But otherwise, I'm done with this type of content. All right, even if you beg and grovel, I'm not going to. And unsubscribe if you want. You know, I don't care if I'm not trending. I'm sorry, I'm not one of those little children dancing on TikTok. Woo, ah! You know, that's what gets views. What does that say about the internet? What a
He kind of cooked with that too. He kind of cooked with that as well.
freaking creepy place that is. All right, I'm not even going to be a part of it. Okay?
He wanted to laugh there. I could tell that he was like, he found the notion funny.
Plates, that is. All right, I'm not even going to be a part of it. Okay? You want authenticity? Then be authentic. I'm authentic. I've been authentic since day freaking one.
Talk your shit.
You'll never meet a YouTuber more authentic than I am.
That's not true. YEZB. I'm the most authentic YouTuber. I lie a lot, but that doesn't mean that I'm not authentic. That doesn't mean that I'm not authentic. If anything, it shows my humanity.
All right. I'm not going to keep making these videos forever. I'm going to be done at some point with YouTube and move on to some other platform that actually treats its creators with respect.
There's no place like that on the internet, unfortunately.
Like, I don't need to have 1 million watch hours or make content that's about stuff that's trending, okay? That's the fake stuff, all right? You people want real stuff? Then stop watching whatever's just trending, you know? Think outside the box. Think for yourself. Stop thinking whatever the algorithm feeds you.
Now, see, that is not going to go as viral as, you know, when will you learn that your actions have consequences? But this is kind of like a little sequel to that, right? He is telling the audience a decisive action for them to take themselves, right? Think outside the box. Think, Mark.
Watching whatever's just trending, you know? Think outside the box. Think for yourself. Stop thinking whatever the algorithm feeds you. I'm done. I'm doing everything right. I learned from my mistakes. I'm doing everything right. At this point, if you don't like me, we're never going to get along. It's your fault.
Now, I always think that there is, you know, some area for self-reflection. Why am I getting this upset? What is it about me that is causing a reaction that I'm not happy with, right? I don't have the answers for Sammy Classic Sonic Fan. That is a deeply personal question that I think that he is capable of finding for himself, all right? And I know he can. I know that man can. YEZB, I'm watching your stream, bro. Why are you trying not to laugh, bro? just, just like
I need you. I'm done. I'm doing everything right. I learned from my mistakes. I'm doing everything right. At this point, if you don't like me, we're never going to get along. It's your fault. I've been saying it since day one. It's your fault. All you freaking toxic
he almost
fans,
said it.
not just in the Sonic fan base, but all the fan bases. Toxicity is the problem. Videos like this don't need to exist.
My channel is kind of homeless. This is like the video equivalent of my channel is kind of homeless. Or this is the video equivalent of my mom is kind of homeless.
All it takes is you guys stop wanting things to be constantly fueled by drama. All right? This has been a problem since way before I was even famous or anyone was famous. All right, we had empires and crap like that because
I don't know what bro is saying at this point.
Fools just love conflict. You do. Just admit it. Quit acting like you're all kumbaya. You're not.
He hit those notes pretty well, not gonna lie.
Acting like you're all kumbaya. You're not.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
You're not like that. You're a bunch of fakers. I'm the real one. You're not.
Sonic reference there. Also a Sonic reference there.
You're not like that. You're a bunch of fakers. I'm the real one. You're not. Okay? So, that is literally all I have to say. I didn't even mean to keep going with that. So,
also the veins popping out from this arm, dude. That dang, man.
Yeah, you know what? It's your problem now. It's not my problem. I don't care what the frick any of you do.
Mic drop. Excellent end to that. Oh my god. That's going to be a Hall of Fame video. If it goes places, I don't know how many views this has. This has 5,000 views in 9 hours. Okay, it's probably not going to go like super viral, but honestly, this is one of the most fascinating videos I've seen all year. And I was kind of on the fence as to whether it was satire or not when I first watched it. I think it's real. But let me see if he has any comments here. Unk still got it. That's crazy. Imagine being a pseudo child internet celebrity because you crashed out hard over Sonic. Years later, you're trying to remove yourself from that, from that image, and you finally break because of your frustrations, valid frustrations, I think, of what the internet is telling you. And one of your comments is, "Unk still got it." Nuts. I'm not an unk. I'm still young. Who's to say you aren't freaking 42, pal? Aren't you almost 30? I'm 27. My bad. Okay. So he and I share the same club of unk. 27 club. Clock's ticking. Same goes for you, butthead. That's crazy, bro. Are there more? That's crazy. Oh man, he really is crashing out. Turns out actions really do have consequences. No truer words have ever been spoken. Oh man, he said the thing. F the hater, Sammy. I'll stay sub forever. I will too, man. I will too. So he's going back to rants. Does he know he's just what he's just unleashed upon the world today? My actions have consequences. Oh, I can't actually tell if this is satire or not. So I did my job correctly then. Wait, did he jape us? Wait, then I can't tell. Maybe this is satire. People hate to hate. They've killed Jesus before. Damn. Oh, I don't know, dude. Does he have any other breadcrumbs of... I can't tell. Those two comments that I read are like so opposing to each other. And he hasn't said anything. Has he? Maybe he's posted on the community tab. Hold on, let me sort by new. Older than me. You have mental issues, seek help. Man, shut the hell up. Nah, don't change. You have mental issues, seek help. Huh. I wonder if he's responding in the community tab. Let me see. Posts. Nope. Nothing. Wow, man. What a video. Sammy's Supersonic Adventures. I hope he is well. Check clips, trust. Let me pull up clips. He can. I know that man can. YEZB, I'm watching your stream, bro. Why are you trying not to laugh, bro? just like
I need you. I'm done. I'm done. I'm doing everything right. I learned from my mistakes. I'm doing everything right. At this point, if you don't like me, we're never.
He can. I know that. Nice. Good clip. Good clip. Thank you very much for the clip, dog. All right. Well, Sammy. I'm just gonna Zenith. I will refer to you as Zenith. Zenith. The imperishable Sammy Zenith. I know it sounds like I'm dunking on him. I really am not. I genuinely see myself in him. The fact that when he released that video, I was like, basically like going through some shit as well. When he first released that video of you frickin' fricks, when will you learn that your actions have consequences? And when I first saw that video, of course I laughed, obviously, because that was, it's a funny video. It is just objectively funny in my opinion. Objectively funny in my opinion. But I return to that video from time to time, and I had the same feeling that I had when I was like 15 or whatever, of just, man, like sometimes some things get under my skin and I don't know how else to express it that way. But, through the means that I've been given, and hopefully the means that will be provided to Sammy Classic Sonic fan, Sammy Zenith, if he hasn't been providing them already, he will overcome them. And certainly, if this is the last video that he posts and he quits the internet, and as long as he's in good health, that is what matters. And I very much wish the best for him, man. Godspeed to Sammy Classic Sonic fan forever. All right. Oh man, what a ride. What a ride. Let me let's put some music on. Let's put some Sonic music in as a homage to Sammy Classic Sonic fan. Let me put Sonic relaxing music. Seaman Supersonic Adventure stays winning. So true. So true, so true. I really loved when he explained the Four Noble Truths, man. Sent a lot of art earlier if you wouldn't mind checking. I don't mind at all. I do not mind at all, friend. Oh, yo, Dusk. If you're still in the stream, are those going to be your skateboards? That's sick, man. That's really cool. They got the Mount Rushmore of Sonic. That's awesome. That's really cool. What is the soul doing, bro? Yo, what is the soul up to, man? When they get freaky like that, dude. It's him, Sammy Classic Sonic fan. Yes, sir. And there's more. Oh, wise YEZB, keep teaching us in chat your ways of the English teacher. I'm super happy that I was able to go full English tutor, English teacher mode here, man. I fucking love it. I love it. Let's check it out. Oh, Zedium posted another fire art. Yo, is that the knight? Oh, it's a Sona for himself. Yo. Hold on. You're the knight? Let me see this right here. Ah, very cool. Not Pizza Tower related, but it looks really, really good. I love it. Hello. Oh, the drawing right here. Perfect. Nice little icon right here. Memer Dan. Design change. Oh, design change. You got shoes and hand gloves, dude. Nice. It looks really good. It looks real good, man. Wondrous shoes. Very good art, Memer. If you got any more, please send through. Swampert. Oh, I love this. Did you make this yourself, Monofet? That is really, really well done. I love Swampert. In terms of Gen 3 Pokemon, I think Mudkip might have been my favorite starter from that gen. So very good stuff, man. Very, very good start. Good stuff. What did you use a program for this? If you're still in the chat, I might have to commission you for something, Monofed. I love your art. Love your art. And of course, I still have this nice little transition screen right here that I got for when I'm pissing. Thank you, Monofet. Thank you. Oh, nice, Monofet. Nice. MS Paint? No, you did not do that in MS Paint, bro. No way you did. Did you trace it? How'd you do that? That is incredible work if you did that on MS Paint. That is incredible work. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So many talented people. Old Memer art. You want to... I'm dead. You wanna? Hey, listen, man. If you're down, I would love a revamp of this. I would love a revamp of this memer. Oh, and Greninja too. Whoa. That's MS Paint? Please, bro, let me remake it soon. Please, I would love that memer. I'll commission you, of course. Of course. I never let any art, or I try not to let any art of mine be free. Don't need much, fam. Same with the Greninja art. Dude. Amazing work here. Amazing work. I love this one, too. I'll do it for free. Anything to not see it. All right, if that's your form of payment. That's your form of payment. Oh, I didn't see this one from Dusk. Oh, I love this one. That's really good, Dusk, if you're still in the chat or if you watch the VOD of it. Very good stuff. Very, very good stuff here. Ari, I saw this one back in the day. Very good stuff here, too. I feel like I'm going to cry. It's going to hurt me more. I hope Angel is doing well. I know that they were kind of going through something. It's very tedious. Here, let me get a frame of this. Let me get a frame of this. Right. Let me try to do this in MS Paint. Let me see. Screenshots. Perfect. All right. Monofed, you have inspired me to try my hand at MS Painting. So let me try this right here. Someone make the Mr. Boss and Tim clip of them dapping each other to replace it with YEZB and Chomster. Oh, I would love that. That'd be fantastic. Oh, I would love that. I would love that. You know what? Actually, let me move Chomster a little bit. He's kind of taking up some space in the chat window. So let me put him right here. There you go. Oh, little fella. Little fella. Here, let me see. This is what I can do on MS Paint Monofed, like this right here. One line. One line. There you go. All right. There you go. Oh, I'm giving him a little bit of a Crocker ear. I'm only going to do one line, all right? One line for everything. Damn, low-key, Mr. Boss is kind of chopped with that hair. He's the GO, but he's a little chopped, not going to lie. All right, good. Let me give him a little bit of his nostrils right here. And then like his tongue right here. Perfect. All right. See, I'm doing this just from eyesight, man. Monofet, if you're willing to, try to draw something as well from this frame, and we'll compare to see who's better. Ingenious use of detail. Thank you. I'm trying to make him look as much of a ball sack like he really is right here. A little chin strap right there. Little crow's feet. Perfect. And then, oh, great. Now I gotta draw his body. That's gonna be tough. All right. Actually, let me fill in the colors right here a little bit. There you go. Perfect. Let me get that bucket of paint. And then can I select from the screen? That'd be fantastic if I could. Custom colors. Let me see if I could just add this right here. No, I can't. Unfortunately, I don't think I can. So I'm just gonna have to do with what God gave me. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, nice. And then a little darker here. Oh my, come on, blackface! No, I can't give him that. I can't give him blackface. Dude, is that fucking blackface? Hold on. All right, there we go. Perfect. Okay, it's not necessarily black. It's more like this right here. Oh my God, no! What the hell? What is preventing me from doing that? Hold on. Is it this right here? Oh my god, fine. I'm just gonna have to color it in myself. Oh, good lord. It's gonna be bad. There you go. Alright. Right here, perfect. Hey, Henny, what's up? It's good to see you. How are you? Glad to have you on the stream, man. We are just dicking around today. There's no point in today's stream, honestly, other than just to get back. All right, there we go. Perfect, perfect. I really wish that there was an outline or something like that, but you know what? We ball. We ball. How have you been, Henny? What's new? What's new in Hen World? There you go. There you go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, hold on, hold on. YEZB might have served me. Not gonna lie, it would be an honor, goat. It would be a true honor if I could. Oh my god, not blackface again. What is not filling in? Hold on. There you go, perfect. Okay, now we are going to use a little bit of skin color right here. Oh, I said skin color. That's really racist. Hold on. Let me see, let me see. Mr. Boss's skin color is what I meant to say. He's a little orange. There you go. Perfect. Nice. Oh, that's really accurate. I have the same trouble. You gotta zoom right in because it treats a single pixel wide gap as the wrong way to fill color. I know, dude. I hate it. Hate it. There you go. Perfect. Let's give it a little bit of pink right there. Perfect. Nice. Honestly, not bad. It's kind of coming out better than I thought it would. Let me give some more detail to the hair. Let me do that real quick. Can't believe the boss dressed up in blackface. Come on, man. Hold on. Alright, there we go. Nice, nice. Okay, now for his body. Now for the body. Let's see. Okay, here's his arm. One single line. That's all I need. I'm not gonna do his whole body. I might just do his torso. Okay. This just goes here. Right. Perfect. Nice. Nice. Okay. Give him a little V right here. There you go. On the scene. Hi, YEZB. What's up, Blurbster? What up, man? Good to see you. Oh, we're bringing out the homies today, huh? Thanks for joining the stream, guys. Hope you're doing well. All right, let's see. Okay, that one definitely will have a pixel that is like out there. Hold on. Oh, come on, man. Can I not go horizontal? That sucks. Okay, that should be fine. Honestly, I just love the charm that MS Paint drawings have. No one spits more facts. Your mama did a lot of spinning last night. Know what I'm saying, baby? That's not nice of me to say. That was very rude of me to say. I apologize. How are we all? We're doing well, Blurbster. We're doing very well. It's very nice to be streaming again. I'm leaving? No, you have no right to unsubscribe. You have no right to unsubscribe. You have no right to leave the stream. I'm telling you, man, if that video does well, But again, he does not want to be known for it, so I commend him if it doesn't. I commend him if it doesn't. Young Easy Dad, indeed. All right, hold on. Let me give some color to the tie. It's a little bit more yellow than that. Not quite as orange, though. Let's go with this right here. Yeah, why not? All right. Then let's give him some elbow pads right here. Are you making an emote? Low key, this might be a good emote. This might be a good emote, not gonna lie. No, I was just trying to like improve on my MS Paint skills. Alright, hold on. Let me see. Alright, now let's give him the pants. How are you, Blurbster? You been uploading anything? You been working on any new videos or anything? What's the next game you playing? So I was gonna ask you guys. I still need to finish Silent Hill F. I have not touched the game since I last streamed, and I would love to finish it so that I don't have another game that's on my backlog. But I also understand that, like, you know, kind of doing that game after being gone for so long is a little, you know, it's a little bit of an algorithm killer and stuff like that. Not that I really care that much, just that, you know, I want people to go back into the streams. But I also don't want to just forfeit to just straight, you know, Deltarune slop again, you know, which is kind of easy to milk, honestly, if I could. And I do want more Deltarune, trust me. I will be playing the games once they came, I will be playing the game once more chapters release. But that being said, you know, I'm kind of down to go somewhere new. I don't know. I didn't beat it last time. I got like 75% of the way through, but I think Elias told me that there was still 25% left, Sorzin. So there's more than I can do. There is more than I can do. But I don't know. I think that the game that is calling me right now, there are two franchises that are calling to me right now. One is Hollow Knight. I do kind of want to play Hollow Knight, and you know, and then Silk Song afterwards, or. And this might seem a little more out of left field. I kind of want to play Mega Man. It's been like 10 years since I last played a Mega Man game, and honestly, I'm kind of in the mood to do so. Whatever the case may be, I might do like more of a marathon type of style of gaming from here on out. You know, there's also the Sonic marathon that I only did one game for, and I want to do more of the franchise, like Sonic CD. And Sonic 3 and Knuckles at the very least, you know, do the whole classic Gambit. But we'll see. I'm kind of up in the air. But that being said, you know, I will be there. Nonetheless, Kingdom Hearts continues to be on the back burner. Might not be as much of a on the back burner as you might think. I'm also interested in playing Kingdom Hearts again. I think I would reboot my Kingdom Hearts 2 replay though, or playthrough though. It wouldn't be the critical or pride mode or whatever that I was playing on. It would be very much easier of a time to play, you know. See, this is what you do. Give it to me while I continue to draw Mr. Boss. All right, I'm basically almost done right here. I'm gonna give him a cuff here. Oh, hold on, it looks like a nub. There you go, perfect. You build us up and then disappear. That's been the game plan for the last couple of months, man. That's been the game plan for the last couple of months. I can't handle any more of this relationship. Fair enough. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. That being said, I will give you what you deserve. Trust. Trust. Especially now that I have this new place, I'm super grateful to be here, man. Super grateful to have much more space and feeling more free. You know, there were a lot of I'll say logistical issues that were prohibiting me from going to my full capacity. You know what I mean? But now I genuinely feel like nothing can stop me, and it is a beautiful place to be in, honestly. So, more YEZB. More YEZB to be had. And that's what the world needs, right? That's what the world wants. More YEZB. Oh, very happy to be here. Very happy. In honor of your black... Okay. In honor of your blackface, I drew him black. Call him Peak Freak. Okay. So this is a black character then, not blackface. I hope not. I really hope you didn't just draw Mr. Boss with blackface. Otherwise, I don't know if I could show that. But I'm honored, I think. I think I'm honored. Dude, these fingers are fucked up. I don't even know how to draw this finger, honestly. I'm just going to put it behind the nose. All right. Here, let me see. That is insane. I'll pull it up in a second. At a second monitor. Monofet. Oh, man. That is crazy. All right, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Let me give him blue. This is like a dark blue right here, right? Not necessarily purple, but it's not. Like right there. Ah, perfect. Yes. Honor to be blackface. That was so true. Oh my god. Yeah, buddy. Nice. All right, now we just gotta make it even darker here. Chat, make YEZB Asian and black. Oh, please do. I'm fine with being Asian fished, I suppose. Don't put me in blackface. Don't put me in blackface. I know, crazy request, but don't put me in blackface. That'd be a step too far, and I don't want the repercussions of that. Honestly, I'm not in the mood for all of that right now. Peak Freak Funkle Ruckus. Hold on. By the way, Chad, I used a Smiling Friends gift today at work, and it got the laugh react from the bosses. I killed it. Is this like those Charlie Kirk AI replicas? Low key, if someone could take here. Take that screenshot and Kirkify it, please. Please Kirkify it. I would love that. Including or not including gang violence? Oh my god, this is perfect. Thank you. Thank you. This is just for me. Mr. Boss. Nice. Let me put it in the Discord. I'm very happy with this. Hold on, I gotta pull up what Monofed said. Oh, Drew. Okay. I think that this is fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it is. I really don't. That's really good though. That is very good pixel art. That's very good stuff. No reaction image? I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know. This is kind of dicey. This is kind of dicey. I don't know if I could do that. Oh, man. I'd much prefer this one right here. He just has a nice tan. I don't know. That's what... I feel like that's what, like, 1920s, you know, racists would say. Oh, it's just a tan or whatever. Shut up. Oh, man. That was crazy. Don't save this. Nasty work. What a return stream to come back to, huh? All right, well, let me put up the list of games that I have right here that I've been meaning to play. So I think this is a good time to revisit it. So, list of video games that YEZB will probably play for one stream and then abandon. So we got the Deltarune Weird Route, we got Look Outside, Indie Horror, Mother 3, I need to play Mother 3 again, RDR 2, I need to play that again, Kingdom Hearts 2, I need to play that again, DK Bonanza, I don't know about that. I think I'm over it. I'm gonna delete that from here. No More Heroes, maybe just 3. That's also good. Bayonetta 1 and 2. Sonic DMC, Zelda Marathon, Danganronpa 2 would also be pretty good. Ace Attorney, Inscription. I'm not feeling Inscription. Act 1 is all you need to play, honestly. Chrono Trigger would be nice. Mega Man Classic NX Marathon. Persona would break up the stream. Yeah, I would. Long series. Metaphor, even though the game has been out for a year, I still want to play it. I still want to play it on stream. Yakuza would be pretty sick, too. Superliminal, I don't even remember that game. Baldur's Gate, Elden Ring, Sekiro, Resident Evil, Doom, Lost in Vivo, Darkwood, the Super Mario games, Voices of the Void, Hollow Knight, Expedition 33, Jump King. I'm kind of done with like the streamer bait games. Half-Life Marathon. I did buy a Half-Life at the beginning of the year. I could still play that series. Celeste! Chad, I think Celeste might be the next game to play, honestly. I've played it a bunch of times already on my own, in my own time, and also I streamed it back on Twitch, but I genuinely think that Celeste could be a nice reintroduction to this new season of YEZB. And, you know, it's kind of like a game that... It's one of the best games of all time, just point blank. Also Roblox. Hell no. I think it would be Celeste. Celeste is a game that it's perfect when you're experiencing something new in life, you know? It's like it's a game that allows you to reflect on a lot of stuff. My goodie me Superliminal is amazing. What is Superliminal? Let me see if I can find a trailer for it. Let me see, duplicate. Superliminal walkthrough, I guess. Let me check. Let me see that. Oh, it's this right here. Hold on. Maybe there's a trailer that I could use. Trailer. Is this where like the perspective is all like fucked up and shit? Hey, Blazing Princess. I'm painting my nails right now. Yo! Painting my nail. I know you can barely see it, but I painted this nail right here. This is very nice. Very nice. What color are you painting your nails, Blazing Princess? Good to see you, by the way. Very nice to see you. Always a treat to see you in chat. I nailed it. Ah, yes. Okay, okay. This game is interesting.
This is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to talk to you.
And I think my
about
sister played
being
this actually.
Special. So special, in fact, that we have no idea where you are.
You are now beyond conventional psychospatial limits.
Don't be alarmed.
You are exhibiting signs consistent with an increase in fear, hopelessness, and frustration.
Please don't take this personally. You're well beyond dreaming now, and further out than anyone has ever come back from. But we hope that you won't get discouraged.
Huh. Superliminal might be a good choice. You know what? Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I will do it. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I might be willing to play that actually on stream. Footage taken from the PC version, and yet they announced it for PS5. That's actually really funny. Wait. Oh, wait, no. I thought this was like an April Fool's joke or something like that. That's so funny. That is so funny. But yeah, I mean, I think it might be Celeste. Celeste would be good to play. I think it'd be a nice, like, you know, kind of like in-the-moment game that I could just, you know, play. A lot of people have close experience to it. I would love to just, like, you know, read people's, you know, experience with the game. And I only beat the main campaign, but I never 100%ed it. So I think that would be kind of nice to go through. So I think we'll do that. Got a lot of games. Got a lot of stuff planned, and you can bet your ass that I will be there for it. Until then, I think I'm going to call it here for this little re-intro stream. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. I know that it was a little bit later in the night, but we're back, baby. We've never been so back. We have reaching levels of backness that have never been comprehended before, and I'm so happy. I'm so very happy. I might make that Sammy Classic Sonic fan bit into a video, low-key. That was I kind of cooked there. That was a lot of fun to do. So be on the lookout if that's the case. But thank you, everyone. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to give a like. Let me do the whole plug right here, actually. There you go. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Mr. YEZB. Thank you, Mr. Monofet. Thank you. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to leave a like. You want to stick around for more. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way. If you want to be notified of when the next stream is, the best way to be notified is to join the Discord. Link in the description down below, as always. And if you want to support the channel, super chats and super thanks are also enabled, as well as memberships. Those 99 cents a month. Got access to extra streams and stuff. And this is only the beginning. We're getting the ball rolling. One stream again, either tomorrow or Thursday. I might be a little bit busy, so Friday likely, but I don't want to say anything that will, you know, inevitably become a lie. So, I will let you know, but it won't be long, especially now that I got all set up right here. We're all set up right here, so it's going to be good. It's going to be good streams. Shout out again to Pazzazzle. I will leave a link in the description after this stream to their X/Twitter account and their Ko-Fi if you want to commission them for any sort of sprite-based artwork. They do fantastic jobs, and I cannot recommend them enough. Thank you again for the Chompster emote. I'll be there. Thank you. Thank you very much, Blazing Princess. Love to have you there. And maybe I'll have some more nails, you know what I'm saying? All right, everyone. Thank you very much. Enjoy your night. Be well, drink water, sleep well. And I'll see you later, all right? Take it easy. See you later. Bye-bye.